just a real impressive veteran player that's willing to share with the younger guys. His ability to work in the heat. Sometimes those veteran players don't want to come out and work as hard as we ask them to in training camp, but he's been out front. I'm real impressed with him.
For his sack, his run defense, he'll help you there as well.
Yeah, when we played him last year, just from our standpoint, we probably feared him more in the running game than we did in the pass game, and that's not a threat. It's not a downgrade to him because we see good pass rushers every week, but a lot of those speed rushers can't play the run, and he's 280 pounds.
What is it that he does so well against the run?
He anchors, he sets the edge, his length, he's hard to get in, he's hard to get into his body, he's got those long arms, and then he's so powerful. I was just watching a clip today on a big play where the tight end slices back across the line. They were playing the Rams last year. He just picked the tight end up and walked him right back into the ball carrier. Greg will probably check and see if he can find that play later today.
Pretty smart football players,
Real smart, yeah. That's about what he's got now.
Yeah.
I don't think he can play quarterback, but doing good at what he needs.
You guys had pretty high praise for Sean Wilson in this spring. How well is he translated to full squad and playing football?
Well, again, we practiced 3 times, and he doesn't get a ton of reps, but he made one real nice run today. Yeah, I'm anxious to see Sean as camp goes on. He's done nothing but impress so far, but we'll see. We're a long ways away.
Coach, Noah ended the training practice today with back-to-back sacks on the plays. The veterans you've added, what kind of role can he play for you?
Noah?
No, yes.
Yeah. Well, some of those are hard to tell if they're sacks or not. He was on the ground right by the quarterback's feet on that last one, so I blew it. We had very high hopes for Noah both of his first 2 seasons, and out of his control, he got injured in both seasons. So that defensive line group is pretty deep right now, so they can kick their spots and get him in there as a rusher. We'll see how it sorts out.
Dirk, we saw Hargraves look like he cut his leg. It didn't look to be as bad as Grimes last year, but anything significant there?
Not too bad. It was similar to he got a spike right on the shin, similar to what Grimes did last year. They had to stitch it up, so he's going to miss a few days, but nothing that's going to keep him out long term.
Biggest surprise so far?
I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you.
Dirk, are you more athleticism in the secondary now with the young guys that you brought in? Do you like the athleticism there even more than you did a year ago?
It's probably too early to say that. Those 3 rookie draft picks that we added. Let's just give them a little time and see. They're still in learning mode. Let's see how they do.
Over the past couple of seasons, you committed to the run on early downs, early in the game. What have you been trying to accomplish?
Well, yesterday we talked about balance is the hardest thing to defend, and we'd like to be 50-50 in running situations in a game plan. We'd like to be 50-50 run pass. Efficiency comes into play there, so sometimes you have to abandon that. Time and score comes into play, but we need to be a more efficient running team, and if you're a more efficient running team, you're going to run the ball more.
Well, you guys were really good in passing when passing in those situations. So why not pass them?
Well, you also
especially on first down.
Well, you've got play actions in there. For the season, first of all, we don't just group all first downs together. We group some other down and distances in there. And for the season, we were pretty close to 50-50 on run downs. We were pretty close to our goal if you look at the way we look at it. So your numbers and my numbers don't match. So that's just, we're going to have to disagree on that.
Okay, so could you talk a little bit about how important is it to establish the run?
Sure, of course I could. 5 out of 6 teams in the league last year that rushed for over 2,000 yards made the playoffs. There was only one team that rushed for over 2,000 in the season didn't make the playoffs. That was the Cowboys. So 2,000 yards in a season averages out to 125 yards a game. That's where you'd like to be. Teams that do that are going to win games. They're going to average a little over 10 wins, and they're going to get in the playoffs.
But are they winning because they're running, or are they running because they're winning?
Both.
Dirk, you had that in 15, like your offensive coordinator. What would you say is the biggest difference between that run game and what you had the last
Well,
two?
in 2015, we had a lot of explosive runs. I mean, like, look at that Philly game.
Four
for example.
50-yard runs.
We were right up there. Now we were still an explosive team last year. We were seventh in the league in explosives, but we were, I don't know, second to last in run explosives, something like that. So explosives still behind turnovers are the thing that contribute the most to helping you win. But you'd like to get some explosive runs in there and some touchdown runs. I think our longest touchdown run was like 9 yards or something.
Dirk, along those lines, do you have a number in mind for, at this point, what you feel comfortable with Ronald Jones getting in terms of touches on a Sunday?
No, I don't. You know, it's way too early for that. I mean, you know, we'll see. We got plenty of time to work that out. Let's at least see how the guy does in pads and how he does in preseason. We'll figure it out.
How long is a beard going to go?
Could be as good as he is.
Appreciate it. Coach, with Beckwith out, it's a chance for you to see Darius a lot more at Sam. And he kind of, with Beckwith out right now, you had a chance to see Darius out there at Sam. How well, I mean, I know he can hit a lot of positions, but how well has he stepped in there?
Really well. Ladarius Clanton, you know, the year I was the coordinator a few years ago, Ladarius came, we got him during the season as a scout team linebacker. I used to be screaming at him every day because he wasn't giving the look I wanted. And he was trying to tell me, he came from Carolina. He said to me, Coach, that's not how Carolina plays it. I go, that's how I want you to play it. And, you know, just the evolution of Darius. Now he's like one of our best special teams player. He can play all 3 linebacker spots. Right now he's working with the first unit as a Sam linebacker, and he's the backup. He's the first guy in on everything else. Just a real enjoyable guy and a tough, versatile football player. Versatility at any position helps. He's got it. You good?
Anything else? Thanks, sir.
Thanks, Dirk.